Good morning and welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day, number 129, part 4. Mitzvah Day keeps your soul on its way. And this mitzvah, once again, is called the obligation of the definite Asham offering, the definite guilt offering, found in the third book, Vayikra, Parshas Vayikra. Now, in this scriptural passage, no other Asham is mentioned but the one that we just discussed, the Asham of robbery. However, in a previous passage, verses 15 to 16, there is mention of another asham of this kind, i.e. one that is incurred for a definite violation, which also goes by the name definite asham. This is the asham of me'ilah, that is to say, an asham incurred by one who committed a misappropriation and derived benefit from temple properties. The term me'ilah, treachery, is indeed fitting to describe this act, because it is a most despicable act, akin to the treacherous act of informing against a fellow Jew, for one to extend his hand and derive benefit from the property of heaven. In contrast to the asham of robbery, which is brought also for a deliberate violation, this particular asham, the asham of me'ilah, is brought only for an inadvertent misappropriation of sacred property, but not for a deliberate misappropriation, as we have written above in Mitzvah 127, where it is discussed. The Chinuch now discusses the third instance of a definite asham, the Nazir's asham. The Torah also imposed this obligation of a definite asham offering, which is a ram worth at least 2 saloim, as we mentioned, which is the amount of money, on a Nazir who had become impure by contact with a corpse, as we will write with the help of Asham in Parshas Naso. This asham obligation also applies whether he became impure deliberately or inadvertently. The Chinuch goes on to discuss the fourth instance of a definite asham, the Mitzorah's asham. The Torah in Leviticus also made liable to this offering a Mitzorah, when it is time for him to be purified of his tsaras, as we shall write with the help of Hashem in Parshas Mitzorah, mitzvah number 176. We'll get there. With regard to the Mitzorah's asham, we cannot discuss the subject of whether one was inadvertent or deliberate, since the matter of inadvertence or deliberateness does not apply here. The Chinuch now discusses the fifth case of a definite asham, the asham of the betrothed maidservant. The Torah also imposed the obligation of this offering on one who cohabited with a betrothed maidservant. As is written in Parshas Kedoshim, for it is stated there in Leviticus, if a man lies with a woman, etc., and she is a maidservant who has been designated for another man and redeemed, she was not redeemed, etc., there shall be an investigation, etc. He shall bring his asham offering, a ram asham offering. This asham is among those asham offerings that are brought for both an inadvertent and a deliberate violation. Okay, we're going to continue, God willing, with this mitzvah tomorrow. Thanks for listening to Response Feature Mitzvah 36 100 for the gold. Have a wonderful day.